We got back from our trip. So, one of the problems we have is our packs are way too heavy. And as you can see, this big thing here is pretty well stuffed all the way up to the top anyway. So, we're going to start at the bottom because I got some stuff I got to get out. And we're going to start figuring out why this thing is so heavy. Well, let's get rid of the water bottle that's empty. Throw that over there. Then we have my radio, which I feel is a necessity because if something happens, I can at least make communication as a ham radio operator. Not to mention it has a weather radar, or weather station stuff on it too, so it helps. Let's get rid of that because that needs washed. And this one definitely needs washed. We were going to start at the bottom. We're starting on the outside. The first things I'm not sure, we're still tossed in the air about it, is I'm not even sure what that is. Because we do enjoy sitting around the campfire, but sitting on the ground is a pain in the tush, so we always sit in our chairs. This is an REI FlexLight air chair. It weighs a pound. This is on the hooky-doo list of do we want it, do we not? I'm sure we're going to want it. The other thing that's back here that we did not use at all is this crazy little hatchet. It's something somebody gave me one time. I carried it because I thought we might need it, but anyhow, this here is not important. It needs to be put away. It weighs too much anyway. All right. Moving to the bottom. We have our sit pad, which I tend to put in my chair. It helps keep my tushy warm when we're out like that. You be sure we ain't got no bugs. Because yesterday I found a spider in one of the little holes. And actually this is pretty neat by Nemo. They make it out of scrap. And it's not really that expensive, I don't think. Goodness gracious. Boy, we got all kinds of really bushwhacking. Look at it. All kinds tree parts in here from our hike. All right, so inside of here we have our tarp, which is a necessity, so that has to stay. So that stays. And then the other stuff that's in here is in this bag. And this would be the bedding. So obviously most everything that's in here has to stay at some point when we go backpacking. The other thing in the bottom is the tent pegs and cordage for the tarp. My underquilt, which needs to be aired a little. My top quilt. Okay. All right. So, and then my poncho liner, which needs to come off of here. So then we have the top quilt right here, which I told you all about in a previous video. Just didn't get to see it. And usually when I get home, I'll flip it inside out at the foot box so it has a chance to kind of air out. So that's pretty much all that's in the bottom for right now. This is the bag that we took out yesterday when we got to the car because we needed the batteries to the GoPro and another camera, so we have those. And that's pretty much the end of that. So that's what's in the bottom of the pack, guys. Yep, and let's get into the outside pockets. We went over the bottom of the pack And we got stuff in the top of the pack, or in the back pockets back here. One of the things that's not back here is my puffy coat. And that's because I took it out because I was wearing it. We have a snack. Some fire seeds and some like Hawaiian trail mix and mountain trail mix. So this was pretty good. I was liking that. We bought a bunch of different stuff at the dollar store, and that's what we mixed up, and this was pretty cool. These are some Target brand Rezip bags. So that was cool. They worked out pretty good. The other side of my pack, oh wait, there is one more thing in here. On this side, these are my straps for my hammock. Those don't really need to be on the outside. The same with what's in the other side. So in here is my hammock. Goes in, it's in there. Probably should be on the inside of my pack, not the outside. My belt, which I didn't ever wear, so obviously that's on a list of do I really want to carry it. This is our 3 liter water bladder. Life straw. I showed y'all that. That's on the outside because you never know when you need water. And the doodad to my model bottle. Okay. And that's everything that's out here. And now we're going to take the brain off. This particular pack has the brain that is completely removable, which is cool because it also doubles as a day pack. Uh-oh, I unbuckled the wrong buckles. How dare me. You'd think I'd know more about my pack than that. Alright. Let's put this back where it belongs. I think one of the things we were doing this trip too, since we're in unknown territory, which we tend to do a lot, when we go someplace we don't know, we overpack. So, my toiletries ended up in the top. We have poncho liner, the filter for the water bladder thing. Why isn't the water bladder in your, because it's not that type of water bladder. Liquid IV, lighter, sunglasses, prescription, some naproxen sodium, case of pain, which we didn't have much of till we got home. We have my light that goes on the outside. Map reading equipment, hairbrush, hair tie, sewing kit, for whatever reason. You have my buff, a mirror, and a lat, and the Garmin InReach messenger. Oh wait, there's one more thing. Oh, that's something that I shouldn't be doing, called vaping. So that takes care of the brain. There's nothing else in there, I don't believe. This needs to go to the bath. Or we have the Kula cloth. I am digging it. I probably should get me another one too. That needs to go to the wash. This needs to go to the bath. Or we have the Kula cloth. I am digging it. I probably should get me another one too. That needs to go to the wash. Alright, outside pockets. The only thing on this side is an extra little short tripod for my phone, which we never used, probably don't need to carry it. The rubber feet for my trekking poles, which I should put on real fast. I got these trekking poles, they're Trail Buddies at Target, wasn't it? Yeah, I ordered them from Target. I like them. And they were one of my favorite colors too. Green. This one's a mint green. So there's that. Keeps it from poking holes in my floor. All right. And there we are. That take. So what do we have on the inside? We have a fluffy fleece pullover, which needs a bath. We have, this is my charge kit. Has my charger, cables, and a pair of leather gloves. For whatever reason, I need leather gloves, which I didn't use this trip. Maybe we should ditch them. Something to think of. My food bag, which did not even get touched actually. It's got 5.5 pounds of food and bag. How about that? Wonder why. There's where most of my weight came from. I say that. Water's the heaviest thing you can possibly carry. Alright, some sleep clothes, which I don't know if I don't think I even used them. I have an extra top that I never wore, so I probably didn't need that. I have another top that I didn't wear. Didn't need that. So, some extra clothes. Those are gone. It's amazing what you dig out of here, huh? Alright, what else is down here? We got our fire kit, which we did use. I could probably stand to thin it out. Did not use. We didn't use anything in our first aid kit, which is a good thing. We have the knife I never touched. We have bug net, which we did touch. It really helped a lot keeping the table. I'm on the fence about that because I need to do some weighing. The table and the bag combined in weight, the bag without food in it, versus the weight of the bear can. But then the question is, does the bear can fit inside the pack? Alright, we have another bag of clothing that I didn't use. This is my spare socks that I was going to sleep in that I never did because it's too cold. Didn't want to change, so have socks. They don't smell bad, so they don't need washing. My extra bra, Smart Wool. It's a Smart Wool bra. I'm digging it. It's one of my favorite bras. What else have I got in here? An extra undershirt, extra pair of Smart Wool panties, and my wool top and bottom insulated base layer. Have a space blanket, my poop kit, which should be on the outside of my bag and not buried in the middle of it. This thing here we made a year ago. Was it a year ago? Year and a half ago? Something like that. Anyway. And you can put your food container in here and then cover it up. It'll help keep the hot water hot and rehydrate your meal. Here's my coffee cup that obviously got used. Probably could stand a bath. Get to that later. What else is down here? My pillow. Okay. Pinch that off. We got water in our tube. Okay. This has got to get washed anyway. So then we have the model bottle. I only drank half of that plus 1 liter all week, so that's why I don't feel so good. Inside of here, we decided we're going to change our coffee arrangement. We're going to weigh out some cans too. Then we have our 2 liter stainless steel canteen. We looked into the same type of thing in titanium. It weighs a little bit less what do we say, 2 ounces less than this, and it holds considerably less amount of water. So now, in keeping with Leave No Trace, we have our zipper bags and plastic bags, a mirror for signaling, and this we could probably find something else. This is the twig stove. We could probably find one lighter than 1 pound. And that's pretty much, now out of all this, we have my wool gloves. I bought these at REI. They actually work pretty good. They're good to sleep in too. You don't lose your dexterity. You have your little things for your telephone or whatever, so that was pretty cool. Those probably could stand a wash job. I'm gonna pull the tube out. And that's pretty much everything in my pack. So there's some things I need to change. Obviously I didn't need to take that many clothes. Again, packing fears of coldness. We have our tube for our water. We're going to do some toying around with some things and see if we can come up with something to get us some water in here. We're going to do some weighing, but this here is really heavy compared just by itself empty. I don't think we ever weighed it. Did we ever weigh it? How much did this weigh by itself?
1 pound.
The whole bottle was a pound by itself?
Pound cords, 1 pound.
So I just weighed this model bottle because it is a silicone, heavy silicone thing. And the tube, it weighs 16 ounces, 1 pound on the nose. And that's without water. Go figure. We could do something a lot better than that on weight. That would cut a pound right there. Not to mention a few things that I could get rid of. So this will be where I start, finding another way to carry water and reducing clothes. That's for sure. Because some of my clothes I didn't even touch, right? So, Marty's in the background in case you're wondering. He's my camera operator in the background. He's so cute too. Anyway, so we're gonna probably do something different with the model bottles. They were good, they're cute. I just don't know that I can justify a whole pound when I can carry something different to get water. So we're going to go from there. We're going to repack, and after we make some changes and do some experimenting and put it back together. So I think we figured out what we can do to cut some weight. Clothes, water bottle, maybe ditch some food too. Carried a whole bunch of food we didn't even touch. Once again, we were packing our fears. One of the other problems I noticed too that we have ran into is, and that don't count what's on my hip belt, which my compass, there's a Swiss Army knife and a Leatherman, which I could probably choose one or the other. I probably don't need to carry everything that I carry. So, but anyway. Then on the other side is just a pouch. It has a snack in it still. And that's where my phone goes, so there's really nothing in there. A few other little odd and ends can go in there too, like my wallet. So, my camping wallet. I'll change that up. We watched, over the years, we have watched so many videos of everything from bushcraft videos to regular backpacking videos, and you see all this wonderful gear. Much of what we have here is all this wonderful stuff. And I've did a lot of stuff to cut weight, and then I turn around and I add it back in, and that doesn't even count the weight of a camera or the tripod. So I think I can do something else to ditch some weight. So what do you think there, sir?
I think so.
Yep. So we're reevaluating everything we got. So it would be nice to go down. It would have been nice to get down to the canyon that we wanted to get to and go see the waterfalls that we didn't get to see because we just too heavy. We really were. We were heavy. We were tired, and you know, my pack weighed 60 pounds by itself. I think Marty's was pretty close to 60 pounds. So we need to lose some weight in a lot of areas. So we just carried a bunch of stuff. There was stuff I should have carried on the outside and it was on the inside. There's stuff that should have been on the inside that was on the outside. So there's just a lot of little things that I could have done different to change the weight and where the weight sits on the pack. One of the other things I have is a little weighted. That little thing there is just a hang dry socks. So hello everyone, we're back in the gear exploded living room, going through my pack, which I've already done. So right now, no food, no water. We do have some amount of fuel in there. We are currently at about 25-ish, a little less than 25 pounds. Still got a few things to put in there. We got to have batteries, obviously, for filming. Got to finish putting in food, little piddly things, and some spare clothes. I think the main weight, I think our biggest culprit really was, besides was just the amount of food we were carrying. But one of the problems we had is we did carry too much food. We did not carry enough water. I did a whole lot of checking the weights on a lot of things. I was carrying probably what I say, 5.5 pounds, 5 pounds worth of clothes that I didn't even wear. So those, other than one item that didn't get weighed in, but clothes that I did not use was 5 pounds. So we can ditch a lot of weight there. So anyhow, the idea of going back to a water bladder such as this one here is, this one's full of water because I was doing some weighing. So and not carrying as much food but carrying a little extra water. I think the extra water would have went further, so we don't want to go with that. Right now I have some of my bedding, not the down bedding but the replacement bedding. I have my hammock, my straps, fire kit, which I need to refine, I guess, my cook pot, first aid kit, and what else did I put in here? And my tarp is in here, the bug net is in here, so I'm at 25 pounds, so I'm not weighing too bad. I don't think. I could carry that all day long, especially after carrying 60 pounds, so we will get back with y'all on how much this thing weighs when it is completely full, and completely full of water and whatever else we need. So till then, we carried some stuff we probably didn't need in here, which is mostly batteries for the camera, both cameras. So we had two chargers in there, and we probably didn't need that. We could have used the batteries. We could have took more pictures, and we didn't, because once again we're doing the whole fear thing. I'm scared I'm going to run out of battery. Oh my god. So the brain of my pack is still completely and utterly empty, both sides. So there's still stuff that has to go in here. So, and my hip belt has still got its stuff on it, so I still have one snack. I still have my 2 knives on the hip belt, which can probably end up going someplace else. I have my compass right there. So right now we're hanging it. It's being weighed. I will reweigh it after I get it packed. Talk to y'all in a bit. Got everything packed up right there, and it's hanging from the scale, and I left a few things out, and it is a lot better than what it was. I can tell you that right now. Way better than what it was. So we lost about 15 pounds altogether, including the food and the water. So there's 3 liters of water in this pack right now. There's about 3 days worth of food, and obviously we had water, but there's about 3 days worth of food and a couple of snacks. snacky things in there. So we may gain some, but right now our weight as it is about 45 pounds. And I can deal with that. I can actually deal with that a lot better. So in the meantime, gotta clean up my gear explosion and stuff that didn't get put in. And that should be it. I think that's going to be a lot more tolerable. We just need to get out and do another little short day backpack trip. That's why we carry these packs all the time when we even do day trips, is to get used to the weight, find out how much weight it is, can we bear it, and whatnot. So I'm happy with reducing the weight, and it's amazing how you can pack too much stuff. So there's a couple of clothing items I still got to put in, like some socks, underwear, you know, my undergarments. But if it's not on my body, it's not going in my pack unless it is something that is just a spare piece for in case you get wet. It's not like whole clothing. It's just something to get you by till your clothes dry. So that's my point. That's my idea. You just got to not get wet. So anyway, everybody, hope y'all enjoyed the video. Like, subscribe, leave comments, do something, whatever y'all want to do. And y'all enjoy the field. I enjoy the woods. Remember, pack it in, pack it out. And see y'all on the next time.